Star Family. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're new here, my name is Petra, and welcome to Rockin' with the Stars. We are so happy to have you join the Star Family. All right, so now as you can see, we are going to go ahead and do a pick a card reading. And the theme of this reading, obviously, as you can see with the hearts, is in regards to love. And yeah, I allowed Spirit to allow whatever message to come down and speak to whoever needs to hear the message and pertains to love. So it's very general, but I feel like as we go into the reading, it'll get more specific. So that's kind of where how I wanted to get into the reading. So as you can see, there's three piles and there's three different crystals as well. So for the first pile, we have the rose quartz. And it's a beautiful rose quartz. I literally got this not too long ago. And it matches my nails. And the artwork, this is a beautiful artwork. So yeah, if this artwork is calling to you, then maybe this is a message in this pile waiting for you. All right. And then the second pile, we have the amethyst. This amethyst has been through a lot, okay? She's been rocking with me for a long time. And then this picture, this artwork, beautiful artwork. All right, I'm already feeling the heat. Okay? My fingers burning. All right, so if this artwork or this crystal is calling towards you, then maybe there's a message in for you. And then the third pile, we have the selenite crystal. So yeah, this also has been rocking with me for a long time. And then here's the artwork. And it's so, so beautiful. I love it. So yeah. So if you are gravitating towards a specific crystal or artwork, definitely take your time and meditate and utilize your intuition to to guide you to whatever pile may have a message for you. Like I said, there is no wrong answer. You can have multiple piles calling to you, then you might have multiple messages that you need to catch. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put in a meditation. And oh, before I even put in a meditation, I do want to say I am offering personal readings. So all of that would be down in the description box below. Also, all the oracle decks and the cards that I utilize in this reading will also be in the description box below. And the timestamps will be in the description box below. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and get into the meditation. So I'll see you when your reading starts. All right, bye. Hello, pile number one. So you guys chose the rose quartz and this artwork. All right, and this is such a beautiful, I love that the crystals match the artwork, and I decided to utilize this. Oh, sorry, girl. I decided to utilize these crystals before even seeing the artwork. So I love that, you know, how synchronicity it is, or synchronistic it is. So yeah, you guys have the rose quartz. I'm gonna put that on the side right here. And let's go ahead and read what it says for you guys. So it says, the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. From that card alone, pile number one, I just feel like you guys may have been holding on to the past. And I say this when I say that the past is something that is a great lesson for us all, because as we get on the spiritual journey, sometimes we need to reflect on the things that has happened for our growth, for our healing. So the past is something that can definitely be utilized as a way for us to process and confront a lot of the things that have happened to us, things that we didn't like and things that we maybe did like. It allowed us to be who we are at this moment. So we thank the past version of ourselves. But for this message specifically coming out of it saying that release it so you can embrace the new. Like I said about this journey of welcoming in new love, and that is in regards to a friendship, in regards to a divine partner, in regards to a passion of something, a new job opportunity that you love. Whatever the case may be, I feel like Spirit is saying it's time for you to release the past so you can embrace what is coming in for you. And a lot of times we can utilize the past as a crutch. And like I said, as I'm talking to you guys, I'm talking to myself as well. Okay? Because I've learned a lot from the past, but it's no longer it's no longer a thing of learning when it's already done. Like what has happened has already happened. So now it's time to just move on and learn new lessons through new experiences and new connections. So for you guys, pound number one, maybe it's that it's been, holding on to past a grudge of, a past relationship that has caused a lot of trauma for you. So when it comes to bringing in that new love, it's kind of like you hold yourself back from getting too intimate with somebody else because of what has happened in the past. And a lot of times when we do that, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy that we put onto that relationship of it already not working out, because you put what has happened in past relationships and friendships or whatever the case may be, and you add it to this new experience that wants to bring you new. And when that happens, it's like it's already set up for it to fail, right? So I feel like Spirit is saying follow it with faith. Just because what has happened to you has happened does not mean that it will happen again. Okay? And I know that's kind of hard for a lot of us to accept, because we've gone through a long journey of things happening for us. It didn't happen to us, it's for our growth. And those things did have to happen in order to prepare us for these love connections, for these divine connections. There's certain lessons that not only we had to learn, but our divine partner had to learn as well. But if you take it and you change your perception and your perspective on what has happened for you, and you say, actually, this had to teach me to have faith. This had to teach me to love myself. This had to teach me to value myself, to believe that I'm worthy. It had to teach you all of these great things through those hard lessons. So now, as you are welcoming in new love and new friendships and new connections, Spirit is saying follow it with faith, not with what has happened in the past. Don't bring your baggage with you as you go into this new journey of beautiful things, because you will just ruin it. And I feel like I already know a lot of beautiful things are coming in and happening at this time. And Spirit just wants you to trust them, trust Spirit, and allow for it to come in. Because it's right here. It's literally right at your doorstep. And Spirit doesn't want you to self-sabotage and allow it to self-destruct before it even begins. So now let's see what Goddess wants to assist you, to give you more of that faith in what's to come. Because even before I started this reading, I was like, the message that I got was, because I was like, how can I assist the collective at this time? Like, what do they need to hear? What are some things that they may need to have guidance on? And what came to mind was fear of intimacy, fear of love, and it's really just the fear of going there with somebody, fear of trusting another person besides ourselves. And yeah, that can be a hard thing, even for myself. And that's why I said, like, I knew I had to do this reading for not only me, but for whoever this reading comes across. So now let's see what Goddess can assist pile number one on their love journey of trusting and having faith in what's to come. All right, Goddess, what Goddess wants to come in and assist pile number one? There we are. All right, so we have the card number 17, and her name is Satira. I think that is her name is Satira. And it says brazen. So I'm definitely going to read what message she has for us, but just looking at the picture alone, I'm just getting so much overflow. You see the overflow, you see the abundance, even with the fruits. Fruits is the symbolism of abundance. Trees are the symbolism of abundance. The yellow, the blue, the green. These are all, that abundance, that peaceful energy that it embodies. And I love that it's coming out in a space of like, Satira is coming out saying to have faith, but to be at peace with yourself. Because a lot of times we're having conflict with what we want and what we're afraid of. It's that battle of fear of intimacy, but also wanting and desiring for intimacy as well. And that's what I just got alone from like just looking at the picture of just saying like, be at one, be at peace. And when you're at one with yourself, nothing outside of you can take you out of your own element. She is in her own element. She does not have a man next to her, nothing like that. She is embodying her love, just expression. So I do want to read what she has to say because, yeah, this is such a beautiful card. And maybe you guys have been seeing 1717 or even sevens. So 777. So now let's see. So it says goddess of brazenness. And she is from Guyana. The temple is warriors and the element is fire. Goddess Satira is the energy and spirit of Buxton in Guyana, South America. Satira is brave, bold, brazen. Am I saying it right? Brazen and barefaced, casting a spell with her hips. Satira's guidance. Step up, go for it, partner with the divine to make brazen choices, and everything meant to diminish you will elevate you. All who mean you harm will fall away. Your hurdles are illusions because you are plugged into the source. Embodiment. Make the brazen decision. What would you dare to do if you knew you couldn't fail? It is brazen to be unapologetically you. It is brazen to speak up for someone not in the room. It is brazen to choose a different spiritual path or career than your community. It is brazen to build your family your way. Goddess force energy is brazen. Goddess declaration. I am bold, brave, shameless, and brazen. Ooh, come on now. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I didn't know what brazen meant. But now after reading her message, I'm like, period. Like, I love that she came out. And I didn't even know it gave fire. And because you would never know. But that fire is within. It's within the choices. You see how she said the choices that you make. Step up. Like, it's the step up. Make those choices that, aren't normally made in your community, in your family. Build your own family, build your own community, choose your own path. It's like showing up unapologetically yourself and making these choices. And even in regards to love, with this thing coming, with love coming in, it's like, be brazen, choose. What if it doesn't fail? What if this relationship that wants to come in doesn't fail? Make the choice to see where it goes, to be bold about it, to with your chest, and I love that. I love that so much. I would definitely rewind or rewatch this and hear that message, or even just reread that message, because I know for me, I'm definitely in a season of like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I really don't care. It's like, if I want to try it, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. A lot of times we have analysis paralysis, sitting back and ruminating and overthinking. Should I do this? Should I do this? Should I? What? Like, should I? Why not? What is stopping you from doing what you want to do? And really, what stops you is the past, is your limitations in your mind, is your community stopping you from being who you want to be. When really you have the authority over yourself. Nobody outside of you have the authority over you. So you can choose that relationship. You can choose that career path. You can choose that spiritual path. You choose. You have the decision to choose. You have the choice to choose whatever decision is on your heart. And I love that she's coming out to be unapologetically yourself. Because when you're unapologetically yourself, before this relationship, before these connections come in, before these opportunities come in, it will not sway you off of being who you are. You already embody all of you. So those things coming in will only add to who you are. So, and that's why I said it's a choice. You choose to give up who you are and, give up your soul just because something shiny comes in, something new comes in. No, you stay rooted in who you are. All right. So now let's see what tarot can come in, and let's get a little deeper into what may have been going on, during this time for you, and how you can get through these blockages and limitations that you may have in regards to love, in regards to not only loving yourself, but loving people outside of you. Because as we on this spiritual journey, sometimes it can be that trusting people outside of us, trusting situations outside of us. But when you have that faith and saying like, you know what, I'm protected. The people that are trying to cause me harm, like she said, like Satira said, they will only elevate you and what is destined for you. Okay? So now let's see. All right, Spirit, what does pile number 1 need to hear? I'm loving the message already, though. I can't lie. What does pile number 1 need to hear? All right, and look, judgment at the bottom of the deck. All right, Spirit, what does pile number 1 need to hear? We got the 4 swords. That's why I said it's been one of those things where y'all felt like it was just the end. It was dead, Look, the 9 of swords come out. Wow. All right, Spirit, what else does pile number 1 need to hear? Oops. Okay, we got the moon card. All the swords. Is there anything else pile number 1 needs to hear, Spirit? All right. Let me get these in order and then I'll get right into it. All right, pile number 1. So starting off with the 4 of swords, and we have the 9 of swords, but it came out in reverse. I just feel like I said, you guys were in a state of feeling like the battle was over. Feeling like you were defeated in whatever trials and tribulations that you have been in, okay? And even with the 9 of swords, of not able to sleep, getting stressed, either you were drained, all of these things where it was kind of like limiting you. You weren't pouring into your cup, and with the 4 of swords, it's kind of like helpless. I'm helpless. It's that helpless energy of not knowing how to get out of that rut, not knowing how to see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's losing faith because you've been through so much. But with the 9 of swords in reverse, I feel like you are getting out of that energy. And whether it was a season of you having, depression, and it was very depressive for you. You was shutting out. You was like, you shut out the world and you just stayed inside because the mental health was declining. I feel like you are, whether this is something that you had to do in order to get out of it. I just feel like with the 5 of swords, you decided to go ahead and get it out of there. You was just like, this can't work no more. I can't do this anymore. you know? So with the Nine of Swords, you decided to do that work, the inner work, and learning how to love yourself. And the first thing you had to do is get out of whatever that was not stable. You had to choose yourself, okay? You had to choose yourself while that tower moment was coming out. While this self-destructed, you had to be like, I can't be a part of this anymore. I can't go to sleep. I'm stressed. It's not in alignment. I have to choose me. And when you make that kind of decision, opportunities come in. But I feel like with the Four of Chalices coming in, I'm really getting the thing of not trusting the things that spirit was bringing to you. Not trusting it and allowing the opportunity, the obligations and responsibilities to dictate whether you will take an opportunity or not. And when that happens, it's because there's doubt, there's fear. Oh, I'm going to lose this. I'm going to lose this if I choose myself, if I choose this opportunity. And it could have been a great opportunity, right? Because spirit, we be asking for these things and spirit will bring us these opportunities and then we second guess and we like, no, this ain't it. But it's really spirit trying to give us another opportunity. But we don't trust that it's meant for us because what? We're still in the past. We're still thinking about what has happened in the past. Oh, last time I took this opportunity, it blew up. It fell through the cracks. It fell through. I lost my job. This happened. This happened. And we get stuck there and we don't allow this new opportunity to take us somewhere else. So what do? We stay in the environment. We stay in the obligations and responsibilities. We decide not to choose us. We choose everything outside of us. Let me pour into this person. Let me pour into this business venture to support somebody else. We go outside of ourselves and we stop supporting ourselves when really we're supposed to support ourselves before anything else. Okay? And that's what Spirit wants you to do. Spirit wants you to build your own community, build your own art. This is the way that it should be. Not this kind of energy where you can't take care of yourself, but you're trying to take care of other people. How does that work? So when you step into your own creative abilities, because the Three of Pentacles, the number three, I love the number three. It embodies creativity. It embodies passion. It embodies expression. It's childlike curiosity. It's childlike exploration, you know? And in the picture, he is building his piece, his artwork. And he's showing people, like, this is what I do. This is what I love to do. And I feel like that is what Spirit is telling you guys to do. Put more energy into your passions and allow your passions to be at the forefront. Because if you allow everything outside of your passions to come first, your passions will just be put in the backside. Everything should be in orbit of your passion. It shouldn't take up space of your passion. Okay? And when that happens, you know, we have the Moon card and we have the Two of Wands. With that Moon energy of your emotions and just it's a deeper connection to what you create. Your heart is in it. Right? When your heart is in something, people that see your artwork, see what you do, receive the things that you do, that you put your energy into, they're able to feel it. It's authenticity. It's authentic. It's genuine. Because a lot of the pain that you went through, you're able to change that pain and transmute it into light, into pleasure, into things that the people can consume and be like, oh my gosh, you really touched my heart. That is the most beautiful form of artwork that you could ever do, is when your heart is in it and you put in a lot of that pain that you've experienced it. in the past, and you transform it into something beautiful, right? And you transform it into a beautiful world. This is how you build that foundation. This is how you build that community of people who want to support you, because you created heaven on earth, not only within yourself, and you push that out into the world for the world to see that beauty. Now, opportunities can come in and add to your cup, add to what you have. And you won't be able to second guess it or be like, oh no, like this isn't for me. No, you put that work in. You've nurtured yourself. You poured into yourself. You poured into your creations. Now something can come in. And that's why I said we feel like, oh, we missed the opportunity. But no, it can always circle back around when it's time. It just wasn't the right time. You wasn't ready. Now you are. Now with this person, place, or thing coming in, this divine partner, these divine connections come in, you won't be able to self-sabotage, because now you're rooted in love. You're rooted in loving yourself and what you create. And now that person can come in and match that, because he or she will be on that same frequency. All right. And now let's see what angel number wants to come in for you guys to assist you even further on your journey. All right, Spirit, what does pile number 1 need to hear? All right, Spirit, what does pile number 1 need to hear? What angel number can they be looking out for as they welcome in love and divine partners? All right. Did I already tell y'all I did see 222 and for it to come out again? Wow. That's why I said 222 divine union. All right. So the first card that came out is the card number 666. And we have reflect, love, affection, compassion, kindness, attention, self-love. Several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. With the moon card. Come on now. This is a chance to reevaluate your identity. You need a mental shift toward greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. Put your faith in your gut and inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person. And that's why I said this reading has been all about having that faith, trusting your intuition, trusting your feelings. Okay, the moon, I already said the moon coming out is saying now, with all of these things coming in, you got to trust how you feel. Don't self-sabotage it. A lot of the times you got to reflect on why you feel the way you feel and face it. Don't run away. All right. And now the second card that came out is 0000. And it says limitless potential, rest, relaxation, unknown surrender, finish line, success, victory. It serves as a timely reminder that anything can be accomplished. If you can dream it, there is no reason you can't make it a reality. If something is in the possession of another person, it is also available to you. So try to remain calm. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Let go of tension. Relax. Like I literally said, I said this opportunity came in and you wasn't ready for it. But what's meant for you will never pass you by, pile number 1. Come on now. And then the last card that came out is a card number 2222. And it says feminine forces, relationships, balance, prosperity, efficiency, patience, humility. You can do everything by yourself, but life is to be shared. Partner up with the right spirit and you'll become a force. Honor commitments and people around. Don't judge, listen. I love this pile number 1. All right, and to end it off, let's go ahead and get your affirmation. Let's see what affirmations want to come out. Ooh, all right, this one's come out. Let's see. All right, it says, I am rising above the thoughts that are trying to make me angry or afraid. That's so beautiful. This definitely came out before in the past, but I feel like it's necessary, you know? Okay? Like, it's sometimes we need to hear that message one more time. All right? But I hope this message resonates. If it does, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share it to anybody you feel may need to hear this message at this time. I love you guys so much. Y'all have a good one. Y'all stay flowing, glowing, and growing. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Okay, so you guys chose the amethyst. Just a beautiful crystal. I told y'all she got a lot of energy in her. All right, and this card is what you guys chose. So now let's see what it says. So it says passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Ooh, pile number 2. Y'all are ready, huh? They said, I am ready for love. Come on out. Come on. Go ahead and listen to India Arie. That song, I'm ready for love. That is a whole prayer. Okay? But yes, I'm loving it. I'm loving the picture. Let's take a moment and look at the picture again. Yes, this is everything. This is divine. Okay? Yes. Let's welcome it all in. Let's not be afraid of it. Let's not run away from it. Like I was telling pile number 1, I had to ask Spirit, what exactly did the collective need to hear at this time in regards to love? And it was the fear of loss and fear of love, fear of intimacy, all of that. So I love that all of these, these 2 readings so far has been that partnership and, you know, getting involved with another spirit, you know, another person. And that can be scary sometimes, but I feel like you guys, pile number 2, you guys are ready, you know, because like I said, I was like, ooh, the heat, come on now, it's gonna be real hot, real bad. Okay. And you guys are welcoming in, you guys are ready to experience that love and that passion. And this can be for your creative, something that a passion project. It doesn't have to necessarily be a person, but I really feel like I'm getting somebody coming in. You know, I feel like that passionate energy is coming in through another person. But even if it's not even just a person, I feel like the passion for life, you know, it's the passion for life and the things that you create as you go through life that would be so passionate for you guys, pile number 2. So now let's see what Goddess wants to come in and assist you and add to this passion and excitement and all this seductive energy. I love it. Y'all better have yourself a time, because guess what? I'm finna have me a time too, okay? Period. Okay? So y'all should as well. All right, so what Goddess wants to come out and assist pile number 2 on their passion journey. All right, Spirit, what Goddess wants to come out and assist pile number 2? Ooh. I love how these cards are really matching each other, like with the reds. So Noonday came out, card number 34, and that simplifies to a 7. You might be seeing 777 a lot, and she is the goddess of truth. And even with this card, like, I am getting that passion. I'm getting that fire, but it's also, it makes me think of how fire operates. Because fire, there's a fine line from how fire can be light, but it can also be destruction, right? It brings light, but also destruction. And her looking at a reflection of herself, I feel like it's the truth of who she is and what she is capable of, what her energy is capable of, what this passionate energy is capable of. And I literally just talked about this yesterday, about that energy of passion. It's a fine line from passion and anger. You know, like, because just think about it. You say, like, oh, I'm just passionate, but there's a hint of anger that's there as well because you care about something. So when it comes to welcoming in passion, I feel like the truth of it is allowing yourself to accept those emotions, you know, because that can be it can be an overwhelming energy, especially if your life has not been passionate thus far, right? So when this comes in, it's like, what is going on? You might feel like you anxiety, like, I don't know what to do with this kind of energy. But I feel like in this picture, Noonday is just rooted in accepting and embodying all of her. Her looking at herself, her looking at her reflection is saying like, yes, this is me. I'm accepting all of me and I'm not afraid to accept all parts of me. Because a lot of times with these different emotions that we have, whether it's anger, jealousy, envy, rage, these emotions, we kind of we push them out and we're like, no, I don't want to face that. But it's like it all ties into passion. It all ties into your ability to care about something or someone, right? And a lot of times, even with the truth, they say the truth hurts. Sometimes listen, that passion can hurt too. Because you care so much that it hurts. That's what love is. Caring so much that you loving so much that it hurts. You know, and that's why I said, and I talked about that India Irie song, because there's a line that's coming up right now and saying, the joy and the pain and all the times that we, yeah, I ain't gonna sing too much because it's gonna copyright, but it's the joy and the pain, all of it. I want all of it. You know, it embodies all of it. That love energy embodies all of it. So now let's see what Noonday, the goddess Noonday, has to say, because yeah, I'm loving it already because I'm welcoming this in myself as we speak. So let's do this together, okay? So Noonday, what you got to say? All right, so she is the goddess. Make sure y'all can see. All right, so she is the goddess of truth, and she is from Benin. The temple is grass, and the element is water. Noonday, the bold, outspoken wife of Benin Iwa deity, Legba, was feeling neglected by her husband. Even with several wives, his head easily turned. So Noonday lived her truth, took her own lover, and became her own best friend. Noonday's guidance. Get real. What is your truth? Truth telling matters. Being able to hear the truth matters just as much. Embodiment. Tell the truth. Each person has their own version. Speak yours. Words have impact. Remember that we all have triggers. Think before you speak and listen with compassion. Be gentle and stay calm in truth telling conversations. Goddess declaration. The truth is my friend. I really love this message, especially like her past of saying like her husband was not giving her the affection and the love that she needed. So guess what she did? She said, I'm going to get my own. I'm going to be my own best friend. I'm going to have my own lover. I'm going to take matters into my own hand. So with her saying, be truthful of where you at and what you want, what you desire. Be truthful about those things. Tell the truth, especially with these things coming in, whether it's a person coming in and you want that relationship to flourish, there's going to have to be a lot of vulnerability, a lot of truth telling in that exchange. You have to speak on the fears, you know, the fears of intimacy, the fear of getting too close, the fear of getting hurt. That is something that you can't have your guards up, especially if you want to welcome in passion. This is such a strong emotion that it's like, it's felt because it's truth. It's authenticity. You can't make up passion. Like, that is felt in your core. So with these things coming in, these opportunities coming in, spirit is like, get true with what you want, all right, and be truthful with what you tell yourself. You know, because if you don't believe what you tell yourself, nobody else outside of you gonna believe what you tell yourself. You know, you have to believe yourself first. You have to be your own best friend. You have to, really get real. And that's why I said her looking at her reflection and saying, this is who I am. I'm seeing myself and I'm not running from who I am. I'm being truthful and I'm seeing who I am. All right, period. And now let's see what tarot cards want to come out and assist you on this journey of, welcoming in passion and truth and love and all of these great things that are difficult to navigate, but it doesn't have to be difficult, especially if you have somebody coming in that matches you and wants that as well. All right, Spirit, so what does pile number 2 need to hear at this time? All right, Spirit, what does pile number 2 need to hear at this time? All right, what does pile number 2 need to hear? You got the Knave of Wands. Wow. The Wheel of Fortune. Come on now. Spirit, what is pile number 2? Ooh, 7 of Cups. Is there anything else? Ooh, y'all cards are coming out, okay? That's what I'm talking about, passion, okay? The way that it's just coming out all... Come on, Strength card. Come on, 3 of Chalices. Is there anything else, Spirit? All right, I believe that's it. Let me go ahead and get this in order, and I'm going to get right into your reading. All right, so pile number 2, starting off with the 5 of Pentacles in the Tower. And then we have the 7 of Chalices. Let's speak on these 2 first, because with this 5 of Pentacles, I was already talking to pile number 1 about being in this energy of putting other people outside of you, their needs ahead of your own, right? And even with Noonday and her truth of saying, she was doing her best to be there for her husband, but she wasn't getting that in return. Her cup was not filled. So she went out and she got it herself. So with you guys, pile number 2, it's one of those things where it's like, I always look at this picture because his leg is amputated and he's taking care of a child. And it's like he needs help himself. So how is he able to take care of a child when he doesn't have the necessary care that he needs? So with you guys pouring into other people's cup, even with the 7 of Chalices, of having so many things outside of you, pouring so much energy in so many things that it's not being fruitful. Because it's too much going on. It's too much things that's going outside of you and it's not being poured into yourself. And when that happens, guess what? That Tower moment comes in and knocks everything over. It's like, no, let me make this easy for you. You don't need none of this. Let me go ahead and divine intervention comes in and takes all of this off your plate. Because it's too much going on. Your energy has been in too many different things. There's no steadfastness. There's no steadfastness. There's no direction. It's kind of just, oh, let me try this, let me try this, let me do this, let me put this in there. No, there's no focus, There's no direction. And I love how after you being in a state of not having a direction, not knowing where to put your energy into, what to actually invest into, now we have the King of Chalices, where the King of Chalices knows exactly what he wants, and he sits and he makes sure that his cup is filled. This is the King of Chalices. This is the king. I'm gonna make sure I eat. I'm gonna make sure my cup is filled, and the overflow, the people get what's over here on the bottom. Because my cup is already filled. Now I can pour into other people. Now I can pour into that community. Now I can pour into other people. We got the 2 of Wands. And he's not doing this on his own. Now, even with the 2 of Wands, now you're able to have other people to come in and build with you. Add to your abundance. Right? Because you're able to sit and be like, wait a minute. I'm putting all my energy in all these different cups when I can just put it in this one big old cup just for me. And as this cup overflows, everybody can get the rest of it. But I have to make sure I'm good first. All right? I have to make sure I'm 100%. Because if not, I will just get drained. I'll get depleted. And I'll be a castaway. And I don't want that, right? because you want to build something. You want to build something that is tangible. You want to build something that is fruitful. You want to build something that is sustainable. And what do you need? You need strength to do that. You can't do that at this state. You can't. You have to have that strength. You have to have that audacity. You have to have that tenacity. You have to have that willpower that the strength embodies in order to build something that is lasting, in order to build a legacy, right? And you have to be passionate about it. It's heavy fire energy that's here. I'm seeing water, fire, and air, right? And with the Three of Cups, this is what's going to be fruitful. Building that and having that within you and building that community, right? Building that community that will be long lasting, building it with people who genuinely support you, who genuinely want to be there for you, pray for you, love on you, support you in all that you do. Because guess what? The Wheel of Fortune, this is all you're doing. You move the wheel however you want to move it, right? And I love, even with the Knave of Wands, we have both divine feminine and divine masculine, right? And that's why I said you're not alone. This could be another person. This could be a partnership. It don't have to be romantic, but a partnership of both of you guys standing rooted and saying like, all right, I know I can't do this. This can be more sustainable working in partnerships, working in a community that pours into one another, is equally yoked. Okay? And I just really, really love this for you, because maybe you need to see pile number 1 as well, because they spoke heavily on the importance of partnership and building something that's sustainable. We are not meant to live this world alone. Okay? So now let's see what angel number wants to come in and give you further confirmation on these great things that are coming in for you. Great passion, great power, great, all of these things coming in. Let's see. What does pile number 2 need to hear? Ooh, that was a lot. All right, let me see. I'm going to do it briefly. Let's see how many came out. All right, we have 5 cards that came out. You guys might be seeing 555. All right, let's see. These 3 fell on the floor. It jumped out. So we have card number 1414. And it says light up. Mood swings, respect, family, constructive outlook, quality. All right. It says focus on your needs, desires, and hobbies. Everything is more accessible with the light attitude. You will be blessed with new opportunities, a new friend, or an addition to your family. Good vibes will speed up the process. Okay. And then we have 1441. You guys may be seeing 1414 or 444 a lot. It's a lot of 4s and a lot of 1s and 2s. So 1441 says unique skills, life goals, mission, sense of self, honesty, important projects. It's that time of intense self-development. Focus your mind on your craft. You already have what it takes to succeed, but practice makes you a master. It also serves to find your true purpose. Leveling up in your career or business is a priority right now. Come on now. And then we have 1011. Take action. Hope, new beginning, fresh start, lifestyle, purpose, spiritual awakening. This is a call to action to move forward. The sooner you get going, the sooner you will accomplish what you set out to do. Those with patience will eventually reap the rewards of their perseverance. I was just saying about this fire energy. It's a lot of willpower. It's a lot of taking that action, that audacity, tenacity, all of those things. And it says 1010. It's up to you. Moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, unconditional love. It's time to put those long cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. Eventually, you will experience joy as well as brand new opportunities. Trust in the process. All right, and then the last card that came out is card number 2121, energy levels, prosperity, harmony, journey, waiting, discipline, exaggeration, the opposite sex. That day you're waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer to your end goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. Trust in you. Okay, that was everything. And that was all that I had already reiterated. So I just love how the cards just come in and, give you that added advice. All right, but definitely watch out for these numbers, because if you do see these numbers come out, don't forget to circle back to this reading and read what the message says and hear what the message says. All right, so now let's see what affirmations come out. Let's see. So the first one says, I use obstacles to motivate me to learn and grow. Period. And the last one came out, says, I'm in charge of my life and no one will dictate my path besides me. Come on now. I know that's right. That was the perfect way to end off this reading. All right. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share it to anybody you feel may need to hear this message at this time. Once again, I am offering personal readings, so if you would like to book with me, everything will be down in the description box below. I love you guys. Y'all stay flowing, glowing, and growing. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. So you guys chose the selenite crystal. This beautiful crystal. And this beautiful artwork. So beautiful. Now let's see what it says. It says trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. All right. So even with that message alone, like I've been telling pile number 1 and pile number 2 of like trusting these beautiful things to coming into your reality. And I said a lot of like what the focus of the theme of this whole reading has been love. And I asked Spirit, what does, the collective need to hear? And like around like what topics should I talk about? And it was mainly like the fear of love, the fear of intimacy. But this coming out is also like the fear of trusting someone else, putting your heart into someone else's hands. And that can be a scary thing, because if you are manifesting a divine counterpart, that is something that happens. It's the real, the raw, your vulnerabilities, your fears, all of those things. And we get stuck in what has happened in the past instead of accepting what has happened and allowing yourself to transform in the way that Spirit wants you to transform in, right? So once you accept whether this is a current situation that's happened right now or a past situation that has occurred, it's time for you to accept what has happened, what is happening, so you can welcome in the new that wants to come in for you guys. All right, and let's see what Goddess wants to assist you during this time of transformation and you turn it into the beautiful butterfly that you are, to welcome in this love, this unconditional love at that. All right. So what is pile number 3? What Goddess can assist pile number 3 during this time, during this season of transformation and welcoming in that love? All right. What Goddess can assist pile number 3 during this time? All right. What Goddess wants to assist pile number 3? Please and thank you. What Goddess? Ooh. Girl, she came right on out. Okay, listen. I guess we got 2 goddesses. That has never happened before. Okay, we got Sekhmet that wanted to come out. And the second card is Queen Ya Asentiwa. Level up. Come on now. This is a card number 39, and then this is a card number 15. Y'all, this is going to be a long reading, and I'm not mad at it, okay? This is the longest reading I ever did, but I'm not mad at it because I've been loving everything that has been coming out because it needed to come out. It sure did. So now let's see. So we have, let me see so you guys can see. We have Queen Ya Asentiwa. I hope I'm saying her name right. And then we have Sekhmet. Come on now. Beautiful goddesses. Beautiful. And they kind of both have the same two kind of colors. If you see, they have the red, the tan, the gold color. Ooh. And y'all be hearing about Sekhmet now. Come on now. I'm pretty sure she was already working with me, baby. Okay. But yeah, I'm loving it. I'm gonna read both of these cards and see what they have to say. But just on it alone, I just feel like I said, it's you've been through so much. And with segment coming out of being a wounded healer, just a wounded warrior, wounded healer, we go through so much. You know, we take on all of these wounds so we can transcend them, right? But a lot of times we get stuck in what has happened. And that's why Queen Ya, Asentiwa, she said it's time to level up. Ascend past the limitations, ascend past the trauma that you've been through, right? So with both of these goddesses working together for you, pound number 3, I know it's definitely not a coincidence. So now let's see what they have to say because I'm truly here for it. Hold on, let's see. I am here for it. Let's put this right here. All right, so we are going to start off with Sekhmet. So she is a card number 15, and she is the goddess of wounded healers, and she is from Egypt. The temple is warriors, and the element is fire. Sekhmet is the fierce ancient Egyptian goddess of war, the sun, and healing. She carries life force in her palm with the power to create or destroy. Come on now, Sekhmet's guidance. Heal thyself. Everyone gets your best except you. You are a healer among your tribe. Stop putting your needs last. Embodiment. When did you decide to become a martyr? Take a breath. Wounded healers hold sadness, rage, and fears of brokenness. Being a warrior wasn't a choice for your beloved foremothers. They did the best they could. But being a goddess warrior for us is knowing that we have the choice not to fight all the time. Deep dive questions. What are your swords, the weapons you use to fight? And what are your shields, the way you defend yourself? Dare to lay the burdens down along with your swords and shields. Goddess declaration. It is safe to put myself first. Let's snap. Okay? Huh? Let's snap. Because yes, you guys might need to listen to pound number, what was it? Pound number 2? Yeah, I talked about that. I talked about how fire, how passion and rage and all of these emotions, you know, it's the power to not only love, not only create, but destroy. You know, like it's those two powers coming together. But I also talked about of putting ourselves last when we should be putting ourselves first, like the gods and goddess that we are, you know? And I love that she reiterated that message because that has been the message throughout this whole reading of putting ourselves first, pouring into ourselves in our own cup before anybody else gets anything from us. We got to put ourselves first and make sure that we're good. All right, so now let's see what Queen Ya Asentiwa has to say to add to the message that Sekhmet has just said. And I love that both of these goddesses came out because, yes, it's powerful. This reading is powerful already. So the intention that I'm setting is for many people to receive the message that these goddesses, or even from what I said that came from spirit, need to hear. I hope everybody receives the message that they need to hear. All right, period. So now Queen Ya Asentiwa, she is the goddess of leveling up. Okay, I hope y'all hear that bird in the background. Listen. And she is from Ashanti, Ghana. The temple is Queen's, the element is Bush. Queen Ya Asintiwa was a mother, farmer, and the warrior queen who led the war of the Golden Stool. The Golden Stool, throne of the Ashanti Empire, holds the regent's Kra life force energy. Queen Ya Asintiwa's guidance. Raise your standards. A leap forward for one is a leap forward for the tribe. Your choices can raise the frequency of your community and the planet. Embodiment. Time to level up. This is your season for a quantum leap. You have prepared for this. Life does not have to be linear, and neither does growth. A quantum leap feels drastic and huge, but the secret is that the quantum leap happens little by little. So, what inspired action helps you level up? Connecting to spirit with rituals, movement, meditation, and visualization is a great start. Goddess declaration, divine timing is on my side. Let's snap to both of these goddesses. Come on. Because yes, 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 yes. Both of these goddesses want you to level up. They want you to choose you. And how do you choose you and choose your divinity? It's by connecting to source. The source within yourself. Okay? By having those movements and meditations and just putting yourself on that pedestal when you've been putting everybody else on that pedestal. No, it's you embodying you, the you-ness that you bring, the uniqueness that you bring, the authenticity that you bring. All right. They want you to be your best selves, because doing this quantum leap, when you want to attract your divine partner, 11:11 on the clock, when you want to attract your divine partner, these divine connections, you have to make sure that you're on that throne first, and then they'll meet you where you sit, where you stand, where you lay. Okay? So now let's see what are these let's see what tarot cards come out. Let's see, because this has been a read, okay? I'm glad I just have the energy to channel all the messages that came out today and that still does need to come out. I'm glad I'm not drained, because when I did do this before, I used to get really drained doing these readings, but I really enjoy it. And that's why I said it's passion. This is one of many passions that I have, right? So it's going where you feel like your cup is being poured. And even with doing readings for you guys, I can tell you and be a little transparent. I can put myself and be like a martyr. Like, let me show up for the collective. Let me show up for everybody. They need to hear this, and that. But it's like, nah. They gonna be there, The people gonna receive the message when it's time for me to receive the message. Even with the Ace of Pentacles coming out. Like, they will receive it when it's time to receive it. So same goes to you. Don't put yourself in a predicament where you feel like you have to show up and be the savior and be all of these things for everybody outside of yourself. It's like, no, it's time for you to put yourself on that pedestal. Look, 3 of Swords, but it's coming out in reverse. That wounded healer energy. All right, Spirit, what else does pile number 3 need to hear? 6 of Wands. All right, Spirit, is there anything else? Anything else? All right, and then we have the Devil at the bottom. So it's letting go of a lot of those limitations, addictions, a lot of those things that we feel like that are keeping us confined, that is literally an illusion. So now let me get all these cards together and we're going to get right into the reading, all right? All right, pile number 3. So even started with the 3 of Swords. Like I said, it's right next to the Wounded Healer segment of her speaking on being that wounded healer, taking on all of these things, being a martyr, allowing you to be the victim in every scenario, every situation, every circumstance. You were the victim. You were taking on these burdens that were not even yours, right? And a lot of times we hold on to these grudges. We hold on to resentment. We hold on to rage. We hold on to anger. We hold on to these difficult emotions with the moon coming out, and we don't know what to do with them, right? I feel like at this time, and it just flipped upright. So I was putting it upside down. I'm like, no, Spirit was like, no, this is still something that you guys need assistance in working on and healing through, is the heart, allowing your heart to mend so that you can welcome in this unconditional love that wants to come in for you guys. It's working on that, working on your heart, healing your heart. And how do you heal your heart? You pour into yourself, right? You nurture your inner child. You nurture all the different versions of you, the past versions of you. You show up. You build that trust with yourself by showing up, advocating for yourself and your own needs, advocating for your emotions, right? Because if you continue repressing and not showing up for yourself and not acknowledging your emotions, it's going to continue making this wound deeper, right? It's not going to be healing. And so how can you welcome in a divine partner? How can you welcome in these great things that want to come in without sabotaging it when you're not fully healed? Because that's what will happen. You will sabotage the great things that will come in because you'll start second guessing it. You'll think that you don't deserve great things when in actuality you do deserve great things. You do deserve love. You do deserve unconditional love. You do deserve reciprocity, right? But the mind, and especially the past and scenarios that we've been through that is stored in the mind, can keep us limited of the things that we've been through. So we don't allow for goodness to come in because we're stuck in what has happened in the past, right? So it's time for us to recondition ourselves and nurture ourselves in our being so that we can welcome in these things. We have 3 different pages coming in with 3 different opportunities. We have the Knave of Swords, the Knave of Pentacles, and the Knave of Wands. This is earth, air, and fire. Okay? Earth, air, and fire all coming out. Right? So it's like we don't know. It's if all of these things coming in that wants to pour into you, this can be 3 different energies. It's already given 3 different energies, and this can be from a person, place, or thing. Literally that. A person, place, or thing. But all of these coming out, I just feel like it's so many different new opportunities that want to come in for you guys. And Spirit is like, you got to heal your heart. You got to put yourself first so that when these things do come in, you don't self-sabotage. You don't push them away, because a lot of these things, especially from all these elements, there's all the elements are here. Literally. Earth, air, fire, water. All the elements are here on this page, in this reading. So it's like all of these things want to come in and heal that heart that you've been through. And this can be through different people. This can be through different experiences that can bring in that passion that pours into you, not only materially, but also mentally, also passionately. Right? Because the fire speaks on passion, pentacles speak on material, the swords speak on that mental, it speaks on that, the mind, healing all versions. And then we have the moon, the water, right? The water, the emotions, the emotional well-being. So Spirit really wants to pour into you and make sure that you are all good, right? So you can sit on that throne, the emperor. So you can sit on that throne and be like, I am a secure individual. I don't need anything outside of myself to dictate who I am, right? To show me who I should be. No, I am who I am. I am that I am. All right? I am rooted in love. Nothing outside of me can determine who I am, who I should be, what I should do. No. I'm authentically me. And when you're in that energy, look, we got the 8 of chalices. It's been a long journey, but I made it. Come on now. He is tired. It's been a long journey, especially with the wounded healer. It's time to level up. With Queen Ya Asentiwa, she's like, level up. All right? Everybody is celebrating you. Your spirit team, your ancestors, your spirit guides. Everybody is celebrating you. It's time for you to celebrate you. Right? Look, even with the 6 of Wands, like I said, Everybody outside of you is celebrating you, but you got to put yourself and really celebrate the things that you've endured, the things that you've had to endure. A lot of times we just keep on going, oh, keep pushing. And that's what a wounded healer does. You know, we keep on taking these punches and we don't fight back. We just keep on pushing. Oh, yeah, you know, it's going to get better. Oh, you know, that was that situation, but it's going to get better. And we keep on going, but it's like, no. You didn't lick your wounds. You didn't nurture yourself back to health. You didn't do none of that. You depleted. So when everybody cheering for you, are you satisfied with yourself? You got to ask yourself that question. Because if that heart is not healed when these things come in for you, then you won't be satisfied when that person that actually wants to pour in unconditional love to you. You won't be satisfied. You'll be stuck in the past. You'll be stuck on the destination and not the journey. Right? So Spirit wants you to really heal that heart of yours and really take yourself out of this binding of thinking that you are stuck. Thinking that the past you're stuck in the past, literally, because the devil speaks on just limitations of, it's an illusion though. They're binded. Right? We think of these relationships, soul ties and things like that. Spiritually feel like we tied to somebody else, but we give them that power to tie us down. Nobody can't tie, no. It's like you can literally say, I unbind myself from this individual. Burn everything that you had from this person, place, or thing. Don't keep it with you. Because a lot of times we keep on and hold on to things, you know, and we don't need to. Let go of it. Unbind yourself from these things. Okay? So now let's see what angel number can come in to assist you on your love journey. All right, Spirit, what is pile number 3? I need you here at this time. I'm saying 222 already. You guys may be saying 222, 111. All right, Spirit, what angel number? All right. Let's take those two. So the first card that came out is 2020. It says compassion, mercy, diplomacy, potential, service, recovery, adaptability, renewal. It is It is a confirmation that your assumptions and beliefs are correct, but it's also an encouragement to use your talents and gifts because they will benefit the world and your pockets. Be of service to others. Your potential is enormous. All right. And you have to heal that heart of yours and heal yourself, nurture yourself so you can be and show up with the people outside of you, so you can nurture others, so you can give service to others. All right, and then the last card that came out is 0330. It says lucky shirts. Love, peace, hope, and optimism. Transferring responsibility to others. Progress, creativity. Pursue your goals and get what you want. It will provide wonderful benefits for you and the people you hold dear. Your ability to communicate is improving at this time, which will make it easier for you to interact with a broad spectrum of individuals. I know that's right. Come on now. So maybe you guys have been utilizing that throat chakra. I can speak on that myself as well. You know, especially when you speak your mind and you speak what your heart truly desires. You speak your fears. You be vulnerable. Then you're able to like communicate instead of just playing small and like, you know, being the quiet one in the room. You can actually speak up for your own, for what you want. All right, so now let's end off with an affirmation. Let's see what affirmation wants to come out for you guys. It says, I am an unstoppable force of nature, period. And yes, you are. And the last card, the last one came out. Let's see. It says, I have the freedom and power to create the life I desire. I love this reading for you guys, pile number 3. All right, but that is all I have for you guys. If this resonates, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share it to anybody you feel may need to hear this message at this time. Once again, I am offering personal readings, so if you would like to book with me, everything will be down in the description box below. I love you guys. Y'all stay flowing, glowing, and growing. Bye.